That was worse than the first time. Okay. What we're doing today is going over algebraic expressions, specifically substitution. Okay. Substitution is what you will need to check your answers. Okay. This is. I really don't know how this is going to go.
Whoever does. Say you know how any classes are
So Mr. Bennett's a liar?
Who does? Yeah, that's probably the only person who would know.
And I still want to call this class B4. B2.
What? B4?
I'm used to my geometry class being B-Day.
Now you made me write B4.
It's an A day. I'm writing B1.
You keep on making me write B. You made me write B4. Sorry, A4.
I don't think he made you do anything unless he has like mind control powers or something. But
He does. He's
I need to
Mr.
do
Bennett.
that.
Okay, I'll take one back.
Okay.
Yeah.
An algebraic expression is what?
An expression that's algebraic.
Yes, but more specificity would be preferred. Yes, an algebra consists of what?
Oh, it's a variable. A letter thing with variable stuffy stuff.
An expression with variables and numbers.
We got there with a few detours, but we got there. Okay, a mathematical phrase. Okay, made up of. Do not say letters. Of numbers
made up of
and variables.
Numbers and letters.
The foundation of algebra. Okay, substitution property states that if A, not 0, on pen. Okay, if A equals B, then A may be replaced.
May be replaced? Oh. May be. What? Okay.
Maybe replaced.
May is one word or
May
can really
space
oh.
B.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going through something right now.
I am.
We have
I am.
couples therapy every Thursday.
Don't you have like
What the heck is happening to your marker?
Your marker
Okay,
is
replaced for. I already said, Sam, we're going through it. Me and my stylist have couples therapy. In
Aren't you already married?
any expression.
Oh my god.
This is Oklahoma. I mean, Oklahoma had a.
It feels like Ohio.
I'm not sure you. Never mind. Okay.
What were you gonna say? Mr. Bennett?
Well, I'm not sure you've ever been to Ohio.
What happened to that?
We're waiting until she decides she wants to do something. There we go.
You know,
Who says they're not a he?
Well, I asked.
We're not a kid.
She's currently transitioning.
she's hurt.
But don't tell anybody because, again, we're in Oklahoma. Okay, so to evaluate an expression, variable replacements. Okay, so substitution is all about identifying a variable and then identifying a specific value for that variable, and we're just going to cut and paste. Okay, now this is something that I'm going to force you, and I've said this before, and I'll say this a handful of times with different things. Geometry is one of those classes that I struggle with getting you guys to do what I'm doing because up to this point, some of y'all are too smart for it, okay, to do what I'm doing, okay? I want you to do what I'm doing because it builds good habits, okay? Because even though some of this stuff you maybe can do in your head, or you've been able to kind of chicken scratch your way through your math notes up to this point, eventually, okay, pre-cal, trigonometry, calculus, it's going to get too difficult, and I want you to have good habits when you get there, okay? So, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. And it's probably nothing that you haven't heard before, but okay, so you're going to substitute the variables with their given values. Each time you substitute a variable with the number, you're going to use parentheses. Oh my gosh.
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis. Parenthesis. I don't know where you got the C. So this is currently recording.
Okay, parenthesis. Yes, isn't it great? Okay, around the number. Follow the order of operations to evaluate.
Evaluate all your life choices.
Currently doing that. Okay, number one. We have a b squared plus c. So when we have two variables that are pushed together, what operation is that implying? Multiplication. Yep, there we go, multiplication. So the way that you are going to write this out before you substitute is like this. Everybody look up. You are going to replace with parentheses. So that stands for a b squared plus c. Okay? That is the way that it needs to be written first. Then you are going to go back and substitute. Okay? A is 2. B is 4. C is 7. Now it's easy peasy lemon squeezy for you to do order of operations. Okay, so finish the problem out.
Plus 7. So 32 plus 7. And that's 39. Got it. Did I put 37? Did I say 37? I meant 32.
Sure you did.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, that's
Okay, let's look at, we comfortable with number one? Cool. Let's move to number two.
I thought we were doing.
We have 3 times x squared minus 4x. So again, same thing, but now we have what introduced? Specifically, what kind of numbers are these?
No,
3 is not a negative number, so that's confusing.
coefficients?
Coefficients.
Yes.
Coefficients are numbers attached to a variable. Okay, so they are boosting the value, okay, or reducing the value of whatever your variable ends up being. If you separated that 3 from the x squared, what would that 3 be? Not a coefficient, but a constant, okay, because it wouldn't change. Now it will change because it's attached to that variable. Okay, so you're going to write 3, not whatever that was. You're going to write 3.
Line with a dash.
Oh my gosh.
You know your pet really hates you.
Did you guys?
I don't think this update did a whole lot.
Yeah,
Can
your
you
pet
re-roll
really
that
wants more
update?
updates.
This was like $70.
I want to buy another one.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll buy it.
that's
There's
very
one on
affordable.
Amazon for 13.
Y'all are really boosting my what?
There's one on Amazon for 13.
Yeah, if I buy one for 13, I'm gonna be buying another one in a month for.
That works great, actually.
Oh really?
Oh, really? But then I lost it.
I mean, this is like one of the nicest stylus that you could buy.
Oh, if you want to like, if you want to Apple,
You You should probably start complimenting
I can only get an Apple Pencil if I have an iPad. So, which I had an Apple Pencil 2 years ago, and somebody stole it
Okay, wait, is that a
off my desk.
or
$100-something?
Those are
like
$89 actually.
does it communicate with the tablet?
It's supposed to be communicated. Yes.
Okay.
It's like I'm unsure at this point if it's the tablet or the pen.
I think, like, probably the pen. Did you get a faulty one?
No, it worked fine last year. Fine, relatively speaking. Okay. So this is the way that it should be written out. Okay, before you do your substitution, we have x that is appearing twice. Both times they will be represented by the same value because we're not working with a parabola in this instance. Okay.
And something happened. And he's probably really sad.
Thanks for the play-by-play.
And he said thanks for play-by-play.
Oh my gosh.
She also
We
said,
can see visibly as the teacher Mr. Bennett tries to get the deal
We're
on
getting
his
all this
TV.
fucking quick.
You're not looking past 13 at this point.
If anything turns bad, we have a red warning.
it's like, I started
Oh, it is.
So is recording still going on?
They told you.
Max. So how many subscribers?
It can barely hear you guys. Like, it can hear the noise, but it's really more like white noise. Because the microphone's just right here.
Hello.
I mean, it can hear that. So. All right.
They can probably hear me. They'll probably hate that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. All right. We're going to substitute in the -2. I apologize for the discontinuity of this lesson. It's very frustrating for me. So again, PEMDAS, okay, you need to make sure that you square first.
Square. 3.
Yo.
Yeah, and then what the heck are you doing for? Hey, we're making music.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like that fan.
Bless you.
Lenny. Okay. I was being stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so on, listen please, on number 2 specifically, and substitution creates a common error sometimes, and that is typically dealing with the signs, okay, the positives and the negatives. So we have a -2 inside the parentheses, so you need to make sure you square -2 should be -2 times -2, which is +4, so give you +12. Now on the other side is where the mishap happens, because what you can't do is look at 4 as a positive number. It's not a positive number. Now, in the number sentence, okay, in this expression, I would read this second line right here as 3 times 4 minus 4 times -2. But when I separate out the -4, okay, that is a -4. Put it back into a sentence, it's a -4. Okay, those are interchangeable. And in algebra, you should be getting more and more comfortable with that. Okay, and geometry will be the same way. A lot of the formulas that we use will have the minus sign right there, and that trips up a lot of students. So it should be -4 times -2, which should give you +8. Then you just bring that down. Okay, +8 is represented right here as a +8, but I put it back into a sentence. How would you read that last line? 12 plus 8. Okay, equals 20.
So technically, you could also do a negative. You could do -8. That does go to 1.
You could do that.
You could do that, but why are you making yourself work harder?
Well, I don't know. I just like.
I mean, you're not wrong, because taking away negative value means you're adding positive value. But if you do it my way, I think it's easier.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
My word of the highway.
3 and 5.
There's often times when I'm recording and I have to refrain from saying stuff, so I'm going to refrain from saying something right now.
Say it.
Just say it.
No, I like my job. Number 3.
Great.
Yes,
You actually have a subscribe.
53 currently.
Ah,
So what keeps happening is every year, like more than half of like the 8th graders that I had that no longer in my class will unsubscribe. So like I got to like 90 something, yeah, and then it dropped. So
We won't do that to you.
yeah, I know, right? If we can get it up to 1,000, I can make my URL easy to find instead of it being like YouTube dash like 47YQZ4 dash. So, but that's probably like
Let's strike all those
45 years later. Do what?
numbers. Let's strike all those numbers.
Okay, number 3. I would like for y'all to, well, y'all tell me. Do y'all want to see a couple more where we're walking together, or do you want to try it?
Good choice.
Go for it. Number 3,
And number 5?
number 3, and number 5. Number 3 and number 5. I will put number 3 up in about a minute.
About a minute. Okay, got my answer.
I probably did something wrong. What'd you get? I got
What I love is that I just heard 3 different answers.
Negative 52, negative 3. and
What'd you say?
negative 32.
I guess you'll find out. Okay, I'm gonna start putting number 3 up here if you want to check yourself.
That is if the pen works.
Thank you, because we all need to check ourselves,
We really do.
both mentally and math-wise.
So true.
That is actually really true. Good job.
What'd you get?
You see, I did get it correct. I got it correct. It's negative.
Yes, I got it right.
So,
Oh, yeah.
listen for a second. So, a couple of key answers. Okay, if you ended up with an answer that had a 20, okay, all you did was go the wrong direction on your number line. So you had negative 36. We got to take away 16. So you should have a bigger negative value, right? So if I'm taking away value, I have to go down. Okay, so from negative 36, take away 16 should be negative 52. I'll see students go the other way and end up with negative 20. Okay. PEMDAS is really important right here at the very beginning. Okay.
I did everything right except that I, for some reason, added 4, 9, and negative 4.
Oh, okay.
Is the negative included inside the parentheses?
Say that one more time.
So with the y.
Quiet, please.
Is the negative included in the parentheses?
I'm going to ask you to say the beginning one more time.
So on the first y, is the negative included in the parentheses?
So it's a great question, okay? And this is something I want to talk about with this problem. So what Phoebe's asking is if on number 5, the 5 should go inside the parentheses or outside, okay? What do you see here? Do you see a negative y inside parentheses? No. So you can't put something extra in there. Okay? So that negative, when you're writing out your parentheses, has to go outside. So it should be negative parentheses squared. Okay?
But the X is negative.
Minus 3. Come on. You're doing so good. You can do it.
Now you're speaking
3.
You're speaking to it as if it's a child.
Well, I learned at therapy that encouragement can help. So.
You actually do.
He has a child, he has to go to therapy.
Honestly, just for a break. Me and my wife just sit down on the couch, and the therapist's like, "Well, how are things going?" And we're just like, "We're good. We don't need to talk to you. We just need a moment." Okay, I'm gonna wait a second to finish 5.
I got a question. What's your character?
I don't know. They work their psychiatrist magic and somehow I'm mentally stable.
I got a question. Do you go to a psychiatrist?
I'm in between therapists at the moment.
Have you ever traumatized your therapist?
Not that they told me.
But did they look traumatized?
Do what?
Did they look traumatized?
Did they look traumatized? I don't want to put people in a box. Like Taylor's just like, I bet your favorite store is Home Depot. So
I love Home Depot.
I'm not just going to assume someone's traumatized by the way they look.
Yeah.
I mean, most dads' favorite stores like Home Depot.
Well, I disagree.
Well, you've been a dad for like 4 years, right?
What's my favorite store?
That's
I mean, it's probably Target.
That's what I just asked.
I can get anything I want there.
I like
Costco's pretty good. Yeah.
Walmart is very good. Do you want me to say this?
Do I want you
Cameron
to
just
say
said Cameron just said he thinks you're a fan of Dillard's.
Dillard's? Is it Dillard's still even exist?
And the mom.
In the mall. Well, it's not 2004 anymore, so I don't really go to the mall to shop.
I know. My mom goes, that's the mall.
That's okay, Phoebe. I'm just kidding. I go to the mall. Box lunch is in the mall. I love box lunch. I eat box lunch.
My favorite is Hot Topic. How do you not know what box lunch is?
Again, I'm not available for social life.
All right, here's number 5.
Yes,
Negative. Wait, what? Wait, you didn't do 3
Wait,
times
no.
negative 3 times negative 4.
Right.
Is it because it's the
No.
parentheses?
I mean, I still got this.
Oh, so right. Okay, so if that's making y'all uncomfortable, I can fix that.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're not following with you. Jim does.
I like the other way better, but whatever.
I got negative 28. That's because I multiplied 3 times 4.
Okay, so the part that typically in the past, so Phoebe kind of, I think, maybe not for all of you, but I think probably for some of you, let you off the hook with the first one, okay, by asking the question about the parentheses. So if that part wasn't the error, because typically I would see people put a positive 4, okay, at the beginning. But the other issue is you've got 3 numbers that are being multiplied together, okay? So you've got a negative 3 times a negative 4 times a 2. The order that I do those in does not matter, okay? Order matters in division, order matters in subtraction, okay? But if I've got 3 numbers right there together that are all being multiplied, it's all going to be the same thing. I can do negative 3 times 2, then times negative 4. I can do negative 3 times negative 4, and then times 2. I can do them in any order, and they'll come out to be the same. Negative 3 times negative 4 is going to give you a positive, okay? And then it's just times positive. So you should have negative 4 plus 24 equals 20.
I thought it was a 3 times negative 4.
Silly juice.
Oh my god, I can't think of what it is. Only my mom taught me that.
My sister's
Only my mom taught me that. Are you dare trying to?
Okay, please flip to the back.
Are you dare trying?
Okay, do we want to do, so you are going to do
7, 9, and 11.
kind of one from each of these rows. Would you like an example of any of them? I would like for you to look at the back. So you gotta go to the next page.
I think, so 7, 9, 11.
We just did that one.
Is it
No,
this one?
sorry, not the back. The next page. Sorry, guys. Sorry, that's my bad. That's my bad. This was a set of paper, right? So you should be on page 4 now. No, 5.
How do we know what page 5 is?
The top of the page says number 7. Okay. A2 plus B2 over A minus B. Sorry.
7, 9, 11. And 8, 10, 12.
Those of you that stapled your packet together, it made a little more sense, I think. Unless you stapled it out of order.
I think I stapled it out of order because she stapled it for me.
Wow.
Wow.
Just throwing her under the bus. Come on, Sonic. Tails would have done better. Okay.
Knuckles even would have done better. Okay, this is.
Do you mind explaining which one we're doing?
Yeah. So the top of the page should be number 7.
Are we doing
Okay.
number 7?
A squared plus B squared.
Okay.
Okay. And then the back of that page should be a homework assignment.
Are we doing the
Yeah, homework 5.
There you go. There you go.
Okay,
Now, are
thank
we
you.
doing all of these?
So we're not on the homework 5 page. We're on the other side. Yeah.
Okay.
We got to finish these notes. Okay.
Which
Ian's
ones
doing
are
a
we
gut
doing
call.
that really whack? I don't understand.
What'd you say?
Did you say whack?
What is whack? My printing skills?
Yes.
Like,
I mean, they're just like.
weird.
So first we're blaming Phoebe and now we're blaming Mr. Bennett. Eventually, Cameron, we got to look in the mirror. Okay. Okay. So let's look at number 7.
That's crazy. Insulting a student.
Oh, you haven't even seen insulting a student yet. All right, hold on just a second because I need to add this page to my whiteboard.
Hey, look, you got it.
You got mail.
That sounds like the bird from Little Mermaid.
Sounds like a Saiyan chart. I have a triangle. But in reality, it is not just a triangle.
Are we gonna be doing origami this class?
Are we going to do origami in this class?
For shapes.
No, we're not.
No, totally. How'd you make
Okay, so this is where we should be.
Yeah,
Do we want to try this or do you want to see one?
I want to try it.
I already tried it.
All the silence makes me feel like trying. So go ahead and try.
Okay, thank you.
I just want you to start with number 7. Just start with number 7. Yeah. Just start with number 7.
We're all doing number 7.
What? Yes. What? So proud of you. Bram would have been buried in his Chromebook, and I'd have been like, Bram, you need to do number 7.
Shadow would have been done.
We don't talk about
The dog from Homeward Bound. The dog from Homeward Bound. Oh, Shadow.
I messed him up every time.
I guess I'm old, so I only know Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Amy.
Have you never?
How do you have a group of Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, and then the other character's name is Amy? Is she a human?
That fly's
She's also a hedgehog?
trying to steal your Sonic drink. That's a good point, though.
Can I steal your Sonic drink?
There's a fly right there.
Work it.
Oh, there is a fly on this one.
On my straw?
Yeah.
I have a straw.
That's disgusting.
On the very top too.
Kill it.
Have fun drinking that.
Fight it. I told you.
Here, true story. This summer, me and my son were in his bathroom, and I was, like I said, 85% of being a parent with a kid under the age of 5, I was wiping his butt. Okay, so then we saw a fly, and it just kept like landing on his nose, and the fly, and I had stupid decision. I had my iPad in my hand. I was like, I'm just gonna whack it with the iPad because I was just like, and so I go whoosh, and like it was like seriously, and it goes right like out the doorway of my bathroom and hits right above the trimming on our hallway door and just puts a big old hole in the drywall right there. And my son looked at me and he goes, "You made a bad decision."
You made a bad decision with that.
It's right. Oh no! Better run from your wife.
Figured it out with whoever your teacher is. So
What's 20?
Is the iPad okay?
the iPad's fine. The wall has a big old hole in it, so I gotta fill it in.
When did you do that?
Oh, I remember
It was this
one
summer.
time my brother, and I like rolled the toilet paper and it jumped out of me.
Nice. Well, at least you were already on the toilet, so. All right. Are we ready to see?
Make it better.
We'll see.
Negative 25. More than ever, hour, work is never.
I thought you would go. I thought you would hit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I thought you would hit your son in the face.
I was like, how do you look to
Not yeah, but you hit me in the face.
What kind of bad father would he have to be to hit his son in the face?
Well, he wants us to hit the fly.
goes
Son
into
of son's nose. Trying to hit it, and it actually hits him in the face instead of that makes sense. I mean,
Oh, bugged out again.
Good job, everyone. Good job. Move on to number 8, please.
Alright.
not
Not 9?
No, we're doing all
We'll do most of them. If we do most of these, you'll have less homework.
cool. Wait, this is homework.
No.
Wait, what? Why do you want homework?
Why is there so little?
You look like we're driving you crazy.
Nope.
No, he's been with since
I have
last
resting pissed face, so you're good.
and also the last year's 8th graders probably drove him more crazy. Right?
It's accurate. And this is by far the smallest geometry class I've had.
Max, you just keep getting dumber and dumber.
That says something about the student.
Yes.
My
What's your biggest geometry class?
2 years ago, I had 32 kids in there.
I knew it was gonna be 32. Like I guessed it.
Hey, of course it has to be an even number.
Yeah, like barely. I think that's about right. Barely 20.
Do you have any clue what these weird bumps are?
What's that?
Do you have any clue what these weird bumps on the table are?
Yeah.
It's like this weird.
One little house.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, wait, let me.
Maybe it used to be glue.
Or great hope and amazing math. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put number 8 up here.
Okay, what'd you get?
Wait, can we just keep on going?
You can.
So you gotta go up one, and then boom. It's all normal, so you gotta go up one. Same time,
I had to do long division to figure it out.
You gotta go down one. Long division?
Yeah, I did long division.
And mine's 8, and my brother's 20. My other brother's 24.
Because I wanted to figure out what it simplified down to.
It makes sense.
So I did long division. Fraction versus division, so I
We bumped up right inside 4. I did this. 14 and not 13. Alright, anyways. So technically, parentheses minus -0.02 parentheses, another parentheses minus she had a boyfriend with a whole beard.
Come on.
He was in 10th grade. They did not get her back. We are your therapists for geometry class. I see the pictures. Anything going on?
Oh, I know. Oh my god.
How's that people no, what's that? Oh. Times -3, that's -27.
Well,
I got 17 wishes back.
I cannot get the pen to come back, so I will just talk through the rest of this. That is supposed to be a 2, okay? So 34 divided by 2 is 17. Okay. Most common mistake on this one is the denominator. Which one's the denominator? The bottom one. If that's so easy way for me to remember growing up in the town I grew up in, there was like a bunch of like club baseball teams, and one of them was always called the Dominators, but we called them the denominators because they were always on bottom. So it made it easy. So they sucked is the moral of that story. So on -3 minus -5, okay, you have to distribute that negative, okay, the minus sign. So if you do, let's see if it comes back. You can do it. I know you can. It's almost the weekend.
Oh, I did something.
There. Okay. You have
Oh, you
to.
said it.
Oh,
Is it actually working now?
it did for like 2 seconds.
It's almost the weekend.
It did just enough for me to scribble and erase, and then it was like, nah, I'm good. Okay. You have to distribute that negative.
Maybe it's almost
Right in front of the -5. Turns it to a +5, so it should be -3 +5. I just replaced the battery, so.
Why don't you replace the battery again?
Well, quadruple A's don't grow on trees, so I don't want to replace it unless I have to.
It's actually
That's what it was.
Quadruple.
Oh, you mean those little small, like, circular ones?
No.
Oh, they're the
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Is that A?
Yes, get one.
It's actually quadruple A.
Alright, y'all pass around that battery.
Oh my gosh, he's in Sam's thing.
You were super actually.
I want to see the battery.
I wonder how you would power anything with a quadruple A besides a pen like that. Hey, yo.
Let me see.
I haven't.
How do you not get annoyed at that?
Because I chose to do this. I could go somewhere else. All right, I'm about to put number 9 up there. Are we still staring at my battery? Just toss it.
No, I want to see it. Wow. It's a little battery, like probably
Best Buy, yeah.
Go to Best Buy.
No.
Get a quadruple A battery and just stare at it.
I will get it. I can't find it, whatever.
My only goal was to get it away from Silas.
You can look at it. I need it back though. All right, unless you're going to dispose of this responsibly, you can't just throw batteries in the trash.
I won't throw batteries.
That's a pro.
Wait, you can't throw batteries in the trash.
People typically don't, but you should be disposing of batteries by recycling them.
This is
So yeah, because most batteries still have some battery acid in them, and then you're just dropping battery acid into landfills. Yeah.
I don't know why my batteries on my
Yeah, it's for most electronics.
Stop it!
And you just got jars and jars of batteries.
Stop. Let him sit down.
Yeah.
Silas, stop. Just sit down.
All right, I'm gonna put number 9 up here.
2029. Number 9.
That's okay.
Where can you draw Squidward?
Draw Squidward here. Squidward.
No, it's better if it's on yours.
Why?
Reasons.
What reasons?
Because it's yours.
Why is it mine?
Because it's yours.
Okay, so setup for 9 is a little bit different because you're gonna have substitutions that are already inside a grouping symbol. Okay, so I have a couple of different setups right here.
It looks like a face.
So I did correctly.
Do what?
I did correctly.
Wait, I haven't
That's
even
good.
done
Okay.
that yet.
Did you ever landfill
It probably will blow up.
Won't blow up. It'll just be extremely toxic.
I mean, you're already.
Don't go near our land.
Don't
I'll
go
try.
near any landfill.
So -1 to the power of b.
Bro, but dog food factories smell way worse. Except for the fact that they do make sauce.
Oh, wrong one. 2 times 4 is that what you're gonna put? I'm so smart.
You thought I'm not gonna get onto the bad side too.
Yeah.
That was
Go through it. It's one of these. See?
I was gonna do it until Silas told me to. Now I'm worried he's trying to poison me or something.
Blow through it.
I'll show you. I will go through it.
That better not be mine. Okay.
I will go through it and I will not get poisoned.
Man, this class is gonna be slappy. Okay, number 9.
It works again.
Yep, it's doing great.
Mr. Bennett.
Okay, do we have any questions on 9? 9's got a lot going on. Yeah.
What time is it?
28. Do we have any questions on 9?
What?
Mommy.
How do the 27?
No, I don't think.
Yeah, so this is what I was trying to show you earlier, but now my pen is working. Thank you. Okay, you have this negative right here that's right in front of the parentheses. So you have to distribute. So it's like a negative times a negative 27, which just comes out to positive. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Gray, will you go let Phoebe in? Say it one more time. Right here? Yes. That's exactly right. Yeah, that's all you're doing.
Anyways, that's still negative 1 times.
They are Jaden Perry's. It's an 8th grader from 2 years ago. I thought maybe he'd come back. It's like a Cinderella story. I was his long lost math teacher.
Can I take them?
Are they actually what?
Are they like actually his?
Yeah, they're actually his.
Can I take them?
Yeah.
So he just like left his shoes in your class.
He told me to just give them to somebody, but nobody wanted them last year. So.
Where?
Wait,
I'll take them.
Wait, can I take them?
Well, you might check the size.
can I go to the restroom?
Can I steal those shoes?
Thank you.
don't care.
You're an ass.
It smells bad too. It's been 2 years ago.
I don't care. I'll throw
I mean,
it
they've been in my classroom. So, all right, guys, the last ones for class. Yeah. When Samuel gets back. Number 11. Number 11. If you already did number 10, I'm really proud of you. Do number 11.
Come on.
I already told you working ahead in this class is just fine, but you need to be prepared to do questions I don't ask you to do.
Dang, that is so.
Yo, can I get that back?
Yeah.
Can I get that back? Yeah, can I get that back? Can I have that salad?
Let's give it to him.
Let me get my shakes.
Dixon.
Silent shop.
Not all of them.
Ow.
I hit him for you.
Odd numbers. Okay.
Because there was a negative out of the parentheses, and there was another.
Make sure we're doing number 11, please.
in the parentheses.
Oh, number 11.
I don't like this.
Do what, Cameron?
I don't like that.
Why is this look like
Oh.
that?
You should blow through it.
I wish you would quit saying that to me.
Okay.
You should blow through it.
You
They're
actually.
trying to make this C look complicated when it's just 3.
My geometry classes in previous years did not try to pick as many fights with me.
They just make it look.
Lucas is done.
It's the issue with being here for more than just 1 year.
Yeah.
Students are too comfortable with me. Usually I at least have 3 or 4
Oh,
weeks
that's
of fear
silent.
I'm not scared of you.
before they realize that they're not scared of me.
Yeah, it is like.
Most of us know
Can
you.
I see this? You really want to do this?
I don't.
I'm all for
Okay, so how do you-
saying
how
I would
do you-
think Lucas
how
would
do
like
you-
it.
You should be working on your math.
Oh my god, I hate this.
Yo.
Might seem weird in math class, but that should be the priority.
Okay.
Everything in the book.
Don't let him in. No. Here. Don't let him in. Let him in.
Don't let him in.
Stay plus 4.
Sam.
Got really aggressive.
Sam. Alrighty, just now. Yo.
What's happening, guys?
Eli, go let him in and you can go to the bathroom. There we go.
Don't worry, I'm right, Taylor.
Nah.
Wait,
Did you finish number 11?
No, it's mine. You got my pen? No, that's mine. Oh. I stole my pen.
Okay, I'm going to put number 11 up here in 60 seconds.
60
Wait,
seconds.
11?
Wow, it's
We're
very
not supposed to
oddly
do 10.
specific. Like that.
You didn't have to.
Okay. We have to do 11.
I don't get the thingy at the end.
Yep. As I said, if you work ahead, you will end up doing problems that I might not ask you to do. You just need to be okay with that, both mentally and emotionally.
I am mentally not okay with this. Emotionally, not okay with this.
I don't think
I accept.
Physically,
Okay with this.
it's kind of an odd number. Just right here.
By kind of an odd number, do you mean it's an odd number, or
Yes, it is.
are you saying it's like a weird number?
It's just, it's a high number. Actually, it's a very
Wait, give me the sticky notes.
Oh, yeah, it's actually good.
I'm super.
Yeah. It's like
All right.
basically good.
I will put number 11 up here. As you are ready, you can look up and check. I don't think I've ever had to say this,
Until you told me,
but
right?
Gray, will you put your Post-its up?
Whoa.
They seem like they're being a bit distracting.
Oh.
Hey, we're
At lunch.
at lunch, which
This
is
is what
Meet out back, guys. We'll play with my Post-its.
Are we doing 12? Evil woman.
We'll see how well we do on 11 before I make that decision.
They try to make that out.
Please make sure you're checking as I go.
Isn't that technically just 3?
I don't understand the question. What do you mean?
This one's positive 17, I'm fairly sure.
The absolute value is technically just 3.
Yeah.
Unless you do the subtraction one. Then it's negative.
Evil woman.
See? Yeah.
Woman.
So -2. Yeah, I knew it.
Evil woman.
Wait.
You did the same time.
What?
What?
It's 18.
Yeah.
18.
Thank you, Cameron.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to like correct the math teacher.
No, you should. You should. It's okay.
I got it. I guess so.
See that?
Okay. This one throws in the absolute value. So before you can combine that number that's inside the absolute value symbol with anything else outside of it, you have to kind of like observe the absolute value. Okay, you kind of have to activate it. Okay, so take the absolute value of -3, which will give you 3. So it's just -3 right there. Yes, ma'am.
Why is it like negative, like on the last thing? Why is it -4 plus 18?
Why is it plus 18?
Yeah.
So you have right in the middle, okay, that's one term of -2 times 3 times -3. So I have 2 negatives right there, which immediately make it a positive. Okay. Even number of signs, positive. Okay. When you start working with more than one or more than 2. On the back of that page, it says homework 5. Your responsibility are the odd numbered problems.
All of the odds on offer.
Yes, odd numbered
The
problems.
last one.
On homework 4, you also will be responsible for the odd numbered problems.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11.
Yep. That's only 10 problems, I believe. Or 12 problems. It is due, what's today? Friday, Tuesday.
So, Tuesday.
It is due Tuesday. It will always be due the next class unless I specify otherwise.
So this is all our homework?
Yep, just the odd numbers.
Finally, we can
Why do you
actually
just like odd numbers?
Do what?
Do you just like odd numbers?
Yes.
I don't like that.
You don't like even numbers?
I love even numbers. They're my favorite.
I have this thing now.
So I leave them out of this. Yeah.
I start out with 30 minutes, which is great.
I got that Asian market.
Whenever I do something like study or do
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, I have to do the homework. The Asian market, that's when they do that, right?
No, but my mom's
I'm so bad at ordering operations, I'm not good at it.